Oh, good morning, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. So you can't tell, but my face looks better. Um, it's not as swollen. Thank God when this is going away because it's been awful. My cheeks are still a little bit chubby, but it's because of this stuff going on in here. I have so many spots. I have it on back of my neck, on my shoulder, here on my chest, under my neck, the front. Oh my gosh. I've tried not to part I've tried not to touch any other part of my body, but it just makes it hard. It's actually even behind my ear, like on my earlobe, not the earlobe, but the back part of this ear right here on my neck. Hi, whoever's here, come on in. Oh my gosh, you guys. I gotta tell. I told TikTok to come in, so hopefully they will. Hey, how are you, David? Remember, I told you I'd do a reading for you. Remember? Listen, I don't inbox anybody. I want to tell you something. I don't inbox anybody. Does that make sense? I don't inbox anybody. I have so many scammers. I have over 100 scammers on TikTok, and I found one that I reported that used my profile picture, and it was the same name I have on TikTok on here. So I'm good, David. Thank you, darling. How do you say that? Samaya David? What does that mean? Samaya, is that your name? Or is that just Samaya? I don't know what that means. Sorry. So my face is better. It's not the best, but it's getting there. Hey Kim, how are you? I'm good, thank you, darling. Once my face gets better, you guys, it's still my cheeks are still swollen. God, I'm embarrassed to even look like this in front of people, but I mean, I still have a job to do, and I want to do my job. But this has gone down quite a bit. It's probably a third of the size that it was. And it's funny, this street goes from here to like all the way here. It's so crazy that I have this over here behind my neck and on my chest. David is David is surname. Oh, okay. Dave. Oh, so David's your last name. That's interesting. It's okay. Don't worry about it, darling. It's all right. I need to tell people on my TikTok to come on. I'm live now. You guys, my face is just my cheeks are I look like I'm a chipmunk. My cheeks are never like this. They're never puffy. And when I look down, it's so funny. When I look down, I can see the top of my cheeks. It's very strange. I have hair galore on my keyboard. Hold on. So yeah, so I didn't know they were already copying me here on YouTube, but they are because I had to report somebody yesterday. They had my TikTok name on their YouTube, so it's just very strange. I never thought I'd have people that try to be me, but I wouldn't want to be me right now because of my face, but my cheeks are just so puffy, you guys. I hate it. So how you guys doing today, Kim? And I'm going to call you David. Is that okay? It's easier to say. I think it's easier to say your last name, darling. Hope you understand. I don't think. Look, you guys, I got my selenite sticks. I got selenite bracelet on. I got my selenite sticks here. You can't really tell. I have my. I have my tripod camera going. Not camera, tripod colors going. Oh shit, you guys. Just a waiting game. Hopefully more people will come in. I know it's early here right now in the Eastern times. It's only 7. Wait, what time is it over where you are? Aren't you like you're 14 hours ahead of me, are you not? Is it like 9:21 at night over there? I will be coming there next summer. I can't wait. Going to New thank God this isn't happening now instead of next summer. I pray it doesn't come back. But it's eczema. Like it's when I get the eczema, it has like what is it? Like blistery stuff. It seeps out. Like that's how I spread it. It's awful. Oh, it's 8:51. Really? That's interesting. Oh, okay. So you're 13 and a half hours ahead of me. I guess somewhere somebody has to be and a half ahead of me somewhere, like 2.5 hours ahead of me or something like that. It's just Eastern Standard, Central, Mountain, Pacific. So like exactly 3 hours ahead of like California. So it's kind of like that's how ours works in the States. Oh shit, you guys. Um, so I'm gonna call you David. David, do you want me to do a reading for you, darling? Till hopefully more people show up. I'll do a reading. It might just be you two, you guys. I don't know. I might be able to get you guys. You got what is that called? Scrisis? I've never heard of that. What is that? Scrisis? I've never heard of scrisis. That's interesting, darling. Huh. Just so you guys know, on my TikTok, I have a lot of scammers, so don't be fooled by those scammers. Guys, my face is just so chubby. I need to bring my cheeks back like this. This is how I normally look. This is how my face normally looks. Now look at the difference. Watch. See my face? Because I pull it back, it looks normal. Now look at my cheeks. It's just awful. I look like a chipmunk, you guys. I look like a chipmunk. Uh, hmm. Okay, Samaya, who do you want me to read for you, darling? What's their name? And what's the relationship to you, my love? You guys might be the only two that show up. I don't know. I appreciate it. So I got somebody from Australia and David, Samaya, I don't know where you're from, darling. No, but no Americans yet. Shit fire. You're from South Africa. Very good. So I got an Australian and South African. Yay, no Americans. Woo! I know you guys must think we talk very, very strange. But you guys, I need to pull my look. This is how my cheeks normally look. And now they're just so puffy. It's awful. My eye isn't as swollen as it was, you guys. It's a little swollen, but this is cleared up more and this is not as hard. So it's getting better. It's just my steroid cream is working. So, okay. Your mother, Natasha, very good, very good. Okay. I don't know this necessarily because you're from South Africa, but does your mother, what she's showing me is, does she have like a pretty strong, oh, very good, Kim. Thank you, darling. Good day, mate. That's all I can say in Australian. Good day, mate. I can't talk Australian. I don't know how these like actors change their accent. I don't understand it. I watch the SVU universe. I watch the regular Law and Order. I watched the regular Law and Order, and Hugh Dancy, he's British, I think, but he sounds American. I'm like, how the hell do you lose your British accent? I wish I knew how that was possible. But I love Law and Order. It's the regular Law and Order, and then there's like SVU. I don't know if you guys watch it or not, but there's like SVU, and then there's like Criminal Intent. But I watch the regular Law and Order. Hugh Dancy plays the prosecutor on there, and he's British. I think he's British, but he sounds American. I had no idea till I saw him in an interview one day. I'm like, wait a minute, he's British? What? It's so crazy. So crazy. I love how you guys talk. South Africans have a nice accent. Australians have a nice accent. So, okay, very good. All right, so your mom's here. So what I was asking you, sorry, you guys, I have cat hair all over my computer. It's bugging me. Shit. Does your mom have an accent? And this might not necessarily. I don't know this for a fact because you guys just live in Australia, but does she have kind of like a heavy accent, your mama? And I just heard the age. Was she in her 50s when she passed away? Because I literally just heard 53. You're welcome, darling. I feel like your mom was in her early to mid 50s when she passed away. And are you in your 30s? Because I was asking her how old you were. She told me 30s as well. Oh, okay. Oh, you're oh, really? That's funny. I did Oh, okay. So your mom was late 30s, early 40s. Okay, okay. Wait, I have a question. Would she be in her 50s now? Because I feel like sometimes they tell me that's the age that they would be now if they were still alive. Would your mom be around 53, 54 now if she was still alive, darling? But yeah, but your mom said you were going to be in your 30s, but you are going to be turning 30. So close enough. You're supposed to say, I'm still 29. You're supposed to say, I'm going to be stay 29 forever. That's what us Americans say, anyways. I'm still 29. My grandmother always in Florida, she said she was in her 70s and she says, I'm still 29. So did your mom pass away about 10 years ago? Because I feel like what she's telling me, she'd be in her 50s now, correct? Is that right? Because I feel like that's what she's telling me. The good thing is, you guys, the only thing you can really see on me is my puffy cheeks. Oh, I'm going to hold them back like this. This is what I normally look like, you guys. Look, this is me normally. And then when I release, my cheeks are puffy. Approaching her 50s. Yes, that's what she told me. Okay. Just as, but she passed away about 10 years ago, did she not? Because that's what she told me. I know, Kim. Exactly. Exactly. Did she die about 12 years ago? I just heard 10 to 12 years. Is that right, Samaya? And did she have cancer? I just heard cancer. Yeah, that's what she, yeah, yeah. And of course, I don't know you guys from Adam, so I wouldn't know any of this stuff. I try to tell people that because nobody gives me any information before I do my readings. I don't want any information. I want to do all the validating myself, you know? Guys, I'm trying not to itch, but I've put my steroid cream on, I've put my hydrocortisone cream on, and it's like, this is bad. I've never had it on my face before. I've had it like on my arms, but never on my face. It started off with just this, and then it exploded. It's crazy. Well, that's okay. Listen, as long as you validate the cancer, it doesn't matter. It's they tell me what you know about. Does that make sense? As long as you know who passed away from cancer, that's all that matters. Your mom says she's with her sister. Was that her sister that passed? Because she said, I'm with my sister, your auntie. Is that right? I just did your aunt. I just heard 38. This might be for your aunt. Was she like 38 when she passed away? My baby boy left from Florida. Left for Florida this morning. I'm so sad. I don't get to spend time with my son. My whole life was raising my children. I never wanted them to get old. Okay, okay. That's what look, as long as you can validate, honey, it doesn't matter who says what, but as long as you can validate all the information come through, that's all that matters. That's what they need. Just validate all the information come through. Very good, very good, very good. Let's see what else she's saying. Hold on. Did she call you her boy? Because she says, how are you, my boy? Of course, darling. Of course, my love. Of course. Would she say my boy? Because she said, how are you, my boy? She says, I worry about you. I worry about you. I don't know if this is for her or you, but did she get sick before she passed away, or are you sick right now? I feel like she told me that you're sick because she's worried about you. Does that make sense? And I also heard diabetes. Is this pertaining to your mom or for you? I'm trying not to itch. It's so annoying, you guys. Oh, so annoying. Okay. Okay, good. Because that's what she said. She's worried about you. She says you need to go to the doctor. Did you go to the doctor? I'm just telling you what she told me. She's worried about you because she's still your mom, even though she's not here. She says, I'm still his mom. I'm going to worry about him. That's what she just told me. After this reading, I'll tell you guys what happened this morning. Okay, good. What she probably knew, but she wanted to I think she wants you to go back if you get any worse. That's what she just told me. She says, please tell him if he gets any worse to go back to the doctor because I'm worried about my son. Your mom, you listen, just because they passed away doesn't mean they don't worry about us. After this reading, I'll tell you about a trigger I had this morning, you guys, and I was crying. So, let's see. I'm sorry you had the flu because I know that sucks ass big time for sure. For sure. You guys, after this, I'm coming on my TikTok. So you guys go on my TikTok. Um, let's see what else she's saying. Oh, the diabetes. Did you that's what reminded me about the diabetes. Does that pertain to you or your mom or anybody in your family? Because she's talking about somebody has diabetes, or maybe she had diabetes. Yeah, just me after I got two ahead of you, darling. Didn't I already read for you though? I feel like I already read for you, darling. I try to give everybody a chance where it's free. Oh, okay. Sorry. I forget. I forget. Damn it. Try to get on my TikTok about 9. I try to wait till most everybody's up to get on there. Oh, that's okay. You're approaching winter. Heaven mercy on my soul. It's getting summer here and it's approaching winter for you guys. It's very strange in my book because our summer vacation is like June, July, and August, and the kids go back in the middle of August for school. So the kids here get out May 17th. So it's just very strange. However, people have winter in our summer. I don't understand that. I know it's because of the planet, but it's still weird, very weird for me. Let's see what else she's saying. Well, your mom's talking about the winter. She says, but the winter's really not that bad like it would be for you because it's like below zero. One time it got to like here, like -10 or something. It was a few years ago, it got to -10. And I live in Kentucky. So, but she says, that the winters aren't as severe as here. Is that right? They're not too bad, I suppose, because we're technically, yeah, that's what she's talking about the winter. She said it was kind of mild compared to the States for some. That's what she just told me. Did your mom visit the States? Because she said she visited the States. Is that right? Did your mom ever come here? Which you're in the same continent. I'm just in the north. You're in the south. South, North and South America. We're the same big continent. You're just south of me, like south of me. Your aunt did. Okay, okay. Look, look, honey. As long as you can validate it, that's all that matters, my darling. And this is the one that passed away, correct? I just heard Florida. Did she maybe go to Florida? Because I just heard Florida. These Kroger water bottles. I don't know if correct. Oh, she went to Florida. Are you joking me? Is that right? Did she go to the beach? I just heard beach. Did your auntie go to the beach? What? That's crazy. And that's funny because my son is leaving for Panama City, Florida today. He just left, and I had to say goodbye to my baby. He never wants to do anything but in September. We are going to the Avril Lavigne concert in Chicago, Illinois. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I love Avril. Wait, I have to study all her songs. I don't know any of her songs. She has all these new songs out. I don't know any of them. Sorry, you guys. I don't know. I just tried to clear up my fingernails. I know that's a great, weird, gross way to do it, but oh, very good. That's amazing. Your auntie seems like a great woman. I know. I can't wait to. Kim, has Avril ever come to Australia? Do you know Avril Lavigne? Has she ever come to Australia? My daughter just got home from work. She's going to come in and be like, what? Let me tell her the door is unlocked. Tell the door is unlocked. The door is unlocked. I don't know if she'll get it or not, but. Oh, okay. Very good. Of course, you guys know there's this rumor that Avril Lavigne has been a clone for all these years, and I'm thinking there's no way. It's just a rumor. Let's see what else she's saying. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I have a question. Did your auntie go to? I just heard Disney World. Of course, of course. I just heard Disney World. Did she happen to go to Disney World? I don't. I've never heard Disney World before. So, is that one of the things she possibly went to? Do you know? That's so crazy. I'm doing readings. I woke up early. I had a trigger this morning. It woke me up early. So
A trigger.
your brother was playing one of your dad's favorite songs, and for a split second, I woke up thinking it was your dad.
Oh.
It bothered me, and it just.
What song was it?
Puff the Magic Dragon by Peter, Paul, and Mary. Your dad, Derek likes Peter, Paul, and Mary, honey.
I know, but like of all the songs, Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh, it was your plan to go to Disney World. That's why her look, listen, Samaya, as long as you can validate that, that's all that matters, honey. Because I was wondering why her Disney World. I'm like, that's just really strange. That was your last. It was in our plan, but then she got diagnosed, and soon after she passed because of her cancer, right? She got diagnosed with cancer. Okay. Well, Disney World for one is very expensive right now, so that's kind of like I don't know if it's all worth the hype anymore. Disney's been around for so long and they haven't really changed anything, but still there's millions of people that come every year. So I'm surprised the state of Florida has not sunk into the ocean because there's so many people that go there. Look, I just got goosebumps. As long as you can validate for her, that's all that matters. She knew you would understand that. She just told me. She said she like your favorite auntie, because what she's telling me is like she just felt really close to you. Is that right? You considered her more like a motherly figure than anything else. Is that right, Samaya? I'm glad you guys can't see my face very good. I'm glad I just wish the puffiness. Look, this is my face normally, you guys. Look at the difference. See, that's my face. Now look at it. Correct. Okay. Oh, you already said that about Disney World. I try to leave you guys time to type because I know like I don't type very good sometimes, so I'm always like having to do stuff. Yeah, very good. Look, I think your auntie is mainly the one that your mom. This is what your mom just told me. She brought your auntie through. She said it started off with me, but I think your auntie needed to talk to you more than I did. She says. Let's see what else. Oh, is your auntie's name Kim? Oh, that's a good name. That's a good name. Auntie's name is Kim. Was her name Kimberly? Because I just heard Kimberly. Was that her full name was Kimberly? Some people aren't that are called Kim, but I just heard Kimberly. I'm trying not to itch with my fingertips, you guys, so I use my hands. Because my fingertips is what most likely she always gave advice. No, oh, her name was Yasmin. Oh, okay. That's a different name. Oh, interesting. It's Yasmin. She just told me it was Yasmin, not Yasmin. Oh, pardon me. I'm so sorry, Auntie Yasmin. Is that right? Was your name Yasmin instead of Yasmin? She corrected me on her name, just so you know. She's funny. Your auntie's funny. She's a funny woman. Did your auntie have blonde hair? This also could be for your mom. I don't know which one. Okay, very good. She corrected me on the sound. This how it sounded. Hey, shh, cut it out. Bubbles. These cats, my daughter's cats, do not like Bubbles. No, they don't. That's why I think that's why she corrected me. She said, "No, it's Yasmin." I said, "Okay, ma'am, I'll do that. I'll do that." Wait, talking about correcting. Was your aunt or mom a school teacher? Because they just told me when I was talking about correcting, I just heard school teacher. Was one of them a school teacher? Or somebody in your family a school teacher? Pardon me, you guys. Time a car goes by, the stupid phone goes off. I just heard I was a school teacher, but I don't know which one this is for. One day I'm going to wake up and this shit's going to be gone. No, not much. My auntie had a passion to help educate her daughters. Oh, look. As long as you know as long as you know, girls and guys, boys and women, men and women, look, as long as you guys know what she's talking about, that's just another validation. Because it's not a coincidence that I said school teacher and her daughter studying to be a teacher. Is that right? Current, very good. Look, honey, as long as you know that, that's great. As long as you know that for sure. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. Listen, they just kind of wanted. Yeah, you like to say correct, don't you? Oh, hold on a minute. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. I got some stuff on the right here on my ears in my ear. See what happened is it got on my fingers and I kept touching other places and it just spread. So every place I've touched, I got it. And I'm so mad at myself. It started with just this one right here, but it's better than it was. Oh, your mom is sweet, or it might have been your auntie. They said they're sorry about my face. And I thought that was really nice. That was very sweet of them to be concerned about my face. They just said, "We're so sorry." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." They're really great. They're really great. Your mom and your auntie. They're really great. Very polite. They're very polite. Very sweet ladies. Very sweet ladies. I hope so too, Kim. For sure. Oh, that's where you said thank. I didn't see Kim comment. I thought you were saying thanks to your auntie Kim. I was like, wait. I didn't realize that Kim had commented, and so like, yeah, shit. That's funny. Listen, honey, I think they're fading. They just want you to know that they're still in your life. They're still here. Or I could have possibly not known any of this information. They just want you to know that they're all right and they're together. They're together. I feel like your mom passed away before your aunt, and your mom said she greeted her when she passed away. They just want you to know that, hon. They just Oh, wow. I just read that they suffered this. Wow, did they really? I feel like it runs in family, but none of my kids get this from me. I don't know what it is, you guys. It's so aggravating. Listen, they both love you very, very much. They're very strong personalities. Okay. Yeah, your mom said that she was there to greet your auntie when she passed away. She just wanted you to know that in case you were wondering. I have notifications pop up. Hold on, it blacks the chat. I got to take it off. Bubbles, come here. Hey, you guys, I want to show you my charging bowl. I don't think I showed you guys. I showed somebody on here, but you guys might not have been here. It's my charging bowl. It's a heart for my crystals, for my small crystals. It's selenite, so it really helps me. These crystals really help me focus. Listen, they just wanted you to know that they're okay, darling. It was a really beautiful reading. I hope that I validated, which I know that I did because you kept saying correct. So it was a really good reading, darling. I'm glad I got to bring your mom and your auntie forward. Your mom stepped, I think it was mostly your auntie that wanted to talk to you because I know that you guys were really close, she says. She says, I was really close with my nephew. So they just wanted to come say hi and that they love you. That's what they just said. So just so you know, Samaya. They passed away so young. I'm 54 and they passed away younger than me. That's awful. Gosh. But they said we're okay. We just want you to know that we're okay and we're together. They just want you to know that, my darling. Every time a car goes past, the camera notification goes off. It was beautiful. It was beautiful for sure. It was great. It was a good reading. This is why my private readings just yesterday and the day before were great too. I talked to this girl's whole family. I talked to her mom, her sister, her dad, her brother. I talked to her grandparents. Like I talked to so many people in an hour. It was crazy. This woman I talked, she had 12 strokes. I said, oh my God. She said she had them all right one after the other. Of course, Samaya, look, it's not me. It's your auntie and your mommy that come through. I'm just the vessel for talking to them. It was amazing. And, the stuff that I hear from them is just, it's very comforting. It's very loving and it's very kind. They were good women. I can tell they were very, very good women for sure. They miss and love you so much. They're getting ready to leave, but they miss and love you so much. They just want to make sure that you're okay and you're taking care of them. I mean, taking care of yourself, not them, because they're not here anymore. But they said, please take care of yourself because we're worried about you. I think you got some underlying health issues that you don't know about. I think you need to get some kind of testing done or something. They said there's something. They just said there's something going underneath this stuff that's going on with you right now. I think you need to get some blood work done or something, honey. I think there's something going on with you that you don't know about, something undiagnosed, and they need you to go to the doctor. I know Samaya, I can tell they're really beautiful. They're really beautiful. I can tell how they look really pretty. They're just very kind. They have very loving energy. They're very kind and very loving. I have one more question. Did your auntie kind of turn into your mom because your mom had already passed away? Because that's what she's telling me. She kind of mothered you. She kind of mothered you as a mother because your mom was gone for so long. Is that right? That she kind of, wait, did she kind of help raise you? Like, I mean, I know you were already growing a little bit, but I feel like she was like a big mentor for you. That's what she told me. She said she stepped in because your mom was gone. That's what she just said. Is that right, Samaya? Excuse me. Whew. I wish people would come on. If I had as many people on here as I do TikTok, craziness. And your auntie just told me I stepped in because I love you, she says. Okay, very good. Your mom left? I'm sorry your mom left, darling. Oh my gosh. I didn't get to that part yet, but I know how I could feel her guilt. She just told me I should have stayed and I didn't. I think your mom was going through some stuff back then, darling, and that's my husband's mother left him when he was about the same age. So, if my husband was still here, he knows exactly how you felt. You felt abandoned. And your mom says I abandoned my son and I don't know why, and she feels bad about it now. She's reflecting on her life and she just feels bad about that, and I'm sorry that she did that. But luckily your auntie stepped in to help your dad raise you. Just so you know, that's why I think your mom made way for this is okay, I got goosebumps. Your mom made way for your auntie to come through because she's the person you needed to hear from the most. Do you think that's true? Wait, was this your dad's sister? Yeah. Was this your dad's sister? Your auntie? I was thinking it was your mom's sister. She said no, I was his dad's sister. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, that's what she told me. For some reason I was thinking it was your mom's sister, but then when you talked about your dad, she said no, I was her dad's sister, his dad's sister. So, very good. She thought of you as her son. She thought of you as a son. She just felt that way from the beginning. And she said, I would have done it. Oh man. She says I would have done it all over again because of how much she loved you, darling. That's what she called you, darling. She said, I would that's exactly what she said. I would have done it all over again because I love you. And she said, darling, that wasn't me, that was her, just so you know. She just wants you to know that she's around you. She's around you, darling. That's all she wanted you to know. Oh, very good. That was such a beautiful reading. I hope you got something out of that, darling, because I know you want to talk to your mother, but this was more about your auntie. It wasn't your mom. I can tell your mom kind of stepped aside and let her come through. But they're together because they knew each other. I don't know why I thought this was your mom's sister. I just assumed it was your aunt. I wasn't thinking until you talked about your dad. And she said, no, I'm her dad's sister, his dad's sister. So I'm trying not to scratch you guys. It's so scratchy. It's so annoying. Bubbles, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing over there? I know you're not chewing on the couch. Hey, Bubbles. What are you doing over there? I know you're not chewing on the couch again. You better not. Go whoop your butt. Hey, what are you doing? Hold on, you guys. Just a minute. I don't want you sitting up here. Leave the couch alone. Damn it. Sorry, you guys. Stupid dog. Apologize. I don't trust Bubbles as far as I can throw her for sure. I do not trust her. I'm glad she is, as I do need her guidance. Yeah, honey, she said, yeah, that's what she said. She says, I'm here to guide you, even in death, she says. She's always around. You just have to talk to her. She said, I will try to answer you. Just pay attention to me, darling. She says, just pay attention. I'm here for you, she says. I'm here for you. They did beautiful, darling. They did really, really good. But there's more your auntie than anybody. The teacher thing really got me. I was like, wait, she's a teacher, but her daughter's studying to be a teacher. Look, as long as you know that, that's all that matters. Yeah, that's Bubbles. Bubbles is her naughty name. Just like Bubbles are naughty, she's naughty. Bubbles just pop on everything and make a mess. That's why she's called Bubbles. So what happened to my trigger this morning? I got woken up out of a dead sleep, and for just a split second, or 2 or 3, my son was playing Puff the Magic Dragon by Peter, Paul, and Mary. And I woke up thinking it was my husband. I was going to holler at my husband to turn it down, but it wasn't my husband. So I woke up thinking it was my husband and my son. My son likes the music that my husband listened to. He doesn't always, but my husband loved Leonard Skinner. He loved Neil Young. He loved Peter, Paul, and Mary. Of course, Elvis. As you guys know, Elvis is still here with me because I was Elvis's sister back in the 1750s. Because Elvis told me he's been with me almost 4 months. And when I realized that I was his sister back in the 1750s, he says, I finally found you. That's what that first thing that he told me when he said he couldn't tell me that I was his sister, that I had to figure it out myself. So I figured it out myself. And the thing is that my family my heritage is from Massachusetts. Elvis didn't know that. My husband didn't know that. Of course, Elvis probably did after he passed away, but when he was alive, of course not. But so, and I'm like, I asked Elvis, I said, first of all, he told me that. I said, Elvis, I said, where was my sister at? He said, Massachusetts. I said, what? It took me a minute. And then I realized, oh my God, my family's from Massachusetts. And then I asked what the relationship was. And he said I was his sister back in the 1750s. So I'm Elvis's soul sister, which totally, when he told me that, because I know he was my brother in a different timeline, I can't fangirl on Elvis anymore because he's my brother. So now that's why he's still here with me. He's been with me for about 4 months. My husband went to go bring Elvis to me originally. And I think my husband knew after he passed away that I was his sister in a different timeline. It was crazy to know that I'm related to Elvis Presley. But back then, and I know that we had a sister named Jennifer. Yeah, that's what Elvis told me himself, dude. Elvis told me himself. He said Massachusetts, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. I never told you guys or anybody else. My husband didn't even know my family was. I never told my husband at all that my family was from Massachusetts. My grandmother was born in Massachusetts. My dad was born in Acushnet, Massachusetts. I never told anybody else my family was from Massachusetts. I have a lot of heritage. John Winthrop. I don't know if you guys know who he is. But my dad's middle name was Winthrop. My grandmother's brother's first name is Winthrop, so we're related to John Winthrop. And I started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't realize that first till the other day, but I'm thinking he specifically told me Massachusetts, because I asked him, I said, Elvis, where was your sister? He said Massachusetts. I said, shut up. No freaking way. And then I heard him tell me the 1750s. I was his sister in the 1750s. So I knew I had past lives. I just didn't realize I actually had lived in Massachusetts because that's where my family was from. And it's just very strange that I was reborn into the family from Massachusetts. Very strange for me. It's so crazy. I know. It's just crazy. Like Elvis, I know Elvis is here because I see him and I hear him and I feel him. Y'all don't have to believe me, but I know the truth. My husband went to get Elvis Presley. It took him about 6 weeks. But well, I didn't know Elvis was here. I was just started to become a psychic medium on my TikTok. And then it was like Olivia, or it was Christian or Isaiah. They're all psychics. Olivia's the one that helped me learn that I had potential because I talked to her because I communicated to her friend Roger that passed away. But then they told me that Elvis is here. I said, shut up. No, he's not. You guys are lying. They said, no, Elvis is here. I said, no freaking way. And they kept telling me this over and over again. Olivia sees people. I don't see people, but I hear them and feel them. And she was telling me, I trust Olivia because my husband tells them random stuff all day long that I do that they shouldn't know. Oh, very good, Kim. Thank you, darling. Oh, that's amazing. But it's like, I've never not told the story the same way since I've been doing. When you tell the truth, you never forget the truth. When you lie, you forget what you said, and then you say something else. This is a problem with telling the truth. You always say the same thing, no matter how many years it's been. No matter how many years it's been. When you lie, your story changes because you can't remember what you said the last time. That's why the truth always is the best option, because you're always going to remember what you said. It was just, God, my chest is itching so bad, you guys. I'm trying not to itch my chest. It's just itching so bad. Stop itching, please. Lord, make it stop itching, please. So, yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. I couldn't believe that. But I heard Massachusetts. I didn't think I was hearing it right. I said, what? Elvis just said, that's right. You're still my sister. I was like, he just literally said that right now. He said, that's right. You're still my sister. That's funny. That's so funny. But I don't want people to think I'm crazy. So I wouldn't have any reason to say this story if it wasn't true. I know, it's amazing, right? I'm the soul sister of Elvis Presley back in the 1750s. That's just amazing. I knew I'm an old soul. I've had people tell me I'm an old soul. That's because I've lived many lifetimes, apparently. But I didn't realize I lived in the actual place that I'm actually from, which is very strange to me, actually. So, and it's funny, you guys, because they say how this mediumship stays in families, skips generations. Well, the thing is, my mom's adopted. And that's what they reminded me that, of course, I knew my mom was adopted by my grandparents, but she was adopted from my grandfather's family, like a cousin or something. But I started thinking, wait, I don't know anybody that was my mom's original family. I had to inherit it from somebody. And what they told me, it was one of my grandparents that did this, the spirits. That's what they said. It was one of my grandparents that did this. So that makes sense why I have this ability. I just didn't know how to access it when I lived with my husband, because living with an addict for so long, you get worn down and you just get tired and you get chaos. It's chaotic. It was a chaotic marriage, but I love my husband either way. But it is what it is. And Saturday was 6 months that I lost my husband, you guys. 6 months that I lost my husband. I'm trying not to scratch my arms. I don't want this crap on my arms, man. It's bad enough it's on my face. It does, and it's not a coincidence. I could figure this out after my husband passed away. Y'all, I couldn't do this before like 4 months ago. I've only been doing this for 4 months and I'm this strong already. It's like when I did the reading for Roger, it's like my third eye just opened wide open and all this shit. And the funny thing is, like, I don't have people, and it's so funny. It's like they're still letting me live my life because I don't have people trying to come to me when I'm not doing this. It's only when I'm doing this. But when I look at somebody now, the problem is when I look at somebody, I already know who wants to talk to them. So I have to tune that out because I don't want it to interfere with the rest of my life. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you, darling. My darling friend, Kimberly. Oh, man. You know, it is what it is, you guys. I just have to deal with it. Okay, you guys, I'll try to do 2 more short readings because I need to get on TikTok. Get my business started on my TikTok. Oh, it's Monday. I was wondering why I was seeing a school bus. I forgot it was Monday. I was thinking it was Sunday. What's wrong with me? Yeah, exactly. But you know the funny thing is, I've always had gut feelings my whole life, and I never understood why. I know what somebody was having before the baby was born. And it was funny because, you know, the twins, my twin grandchildren are 8 now. But before my daughter showed me the sonogram, I knew it was already twins. I didn't know how I already knew it was twins. And the first thing I told my daughter, I said, that better not be 2 babies on that sonogram. And it was 2 babies. I already knew it was twins before the twins were born because my daughter laughed about that because I told her, she started laughing. I said, why are you laughing? And then she showed me the sonogram. I was like, you're joking me. You're joking me. And twins don't run in our family at all. I don't know how she had twins because they don't run in the family at all. So now in a couple of generations, my son or my grandson or my granddaughter might have twins. I don't know. They might have twin grandchildren or something because twins definitely don't run in our family at all, for sure. I know. And I didn't understand. This was 8 years ago. They're going to be 9 in November. I didn't understand how I knew that she had twins, but something just told me she did. I've always kind of had an intuition. I didn't know how to act on it. I've always had gut feelings. I've had deja vu. Gosh, I have deja vu a lot. So it is one of those things that I didn't understand. Okay, very good. Who else asked me for a reading? That's me. Kim, did you ask me for a reading? I can't remember. No, I'm going to try to get off here like within 30 minutes. So I'll try to do a couple of short readings. The problem is the readings aren't very short because there's a lot to say. Unfortunately, I can't. A 10-minute reading turns into 30 minutes. Unfortunately, that's how it is. I gotta stretch just a minute, you guys. Hold on. Oh. You guys, I fell asleep on TikTok yesterday. Oh my God. I was so mad at myself. You guys, I've been waking up so early, and when I wake up, I can't go back to sleep. But that trigger this morning, I woke up literally thinking my husband was playing his music, and it was my son. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just so sad and angry and upset and just heartbroken. And it's just everything that you can go with seeing your husband dead. And that's what happened. I saw my husband dead. I tried to do CPR on him. And, you know, it is what it is. Oh, it's the psychic medium Mickey, but this is what it is. It's Mickey, aka a psychic medium. It's like MIKKI, but my ad name is the psychic medium Mickey, but it's Mickey, aka a psychic medium. It's like Mickey, also known as a psychic medium. If you find me, I have to have almost 22,000 followers because if not, it's not me. I have over 100 scammers on TikTok. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate that, darling. Appreciate that, my loves. Appreciate you so very much. So my eye isn't as swollen, you guys. This is why I know it's getting better. See my left eye? It's not as quite as swollen as it was. But I know my cheeks are puffy because when I look down, I can see my cheeks. I never see my cheeks. Look, this is how I normally look, except for my eye. But no, I look like this. Damn it. I'm so mad. You're welcome, darling. You're welcome. Look, I'm the only true Mickey, the psychic medium on TikTok. The other ones are fakes. So just so you know. Is your mom passed away? Because I heard mom. Oh, shit. Sorry. Whoopsie. How am I getting hair on here when there shouldn't be any hair, but there's probably hair blowing around? Oh, that makes sense. You're non. You're non. That's how I feel like you said called her non or nan. You call her nan, but with your Australian accent. It is so, isn't it so strange that people from different parts of the world just have different accents and different languages? I just wonder how that all started from the cavemen. Oh, you guys, my back is a chronic itch. It's not just because of my phone. Not because of what's wrong with me right now. My back has had a chronic itch for like 15 years. So your nan, yes, Nan. What was her name, darling? I think she's here. What was your name? I knew it was a woman. You guys, I have my root chakra stone and I have my higher self stone. So I'm holding these right now. I really get a lot of energy off of them for sure. I can tell when I pick them up, they're full of energy. When I use my charging bowl, selenite charges anything, but selenite never needs charge because it keeps its charge, which is very strange. Charlotte, Lottie. Okay, very good. Was she in her 70s when she passed away? What I heard was 60s to 70s. So was she in that time frame when she passed away? Damn it, more cat hair. What the hell? There shouldn't be no cat hair on here. I keep blowing it off and it shows up for some reason. I just heard 75. Okay, I just heard 75. So I'm thinking she was like in her late 70s to early 80s when she passed away because I just heard 75 when I was trying to talk to her. Do you know if your granny had heart disease? I just heard heart disease, not a heart attack, heart disease. But this might not be for her. It also could be for you as long as you can validate it. Okay, see? Yeah. But I just heard 75, darling. She's talking about her heart and she had heart disease, hence she had a heart attack. She says a heart attack killed me, she says. I just heard 78. Do you know if your granny passed around 78 years old? I literally just heard 78. I can hear her. I can hear her Australian accent. She has one of those old school Australian accents because she was older. She says sometimes it was hard to understand her because her accent was so heavy. Is that right? Oh, it was cancer. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't get that far yet, but I probably would have got it, darling. Yeah, she said the cancer got me. She says the cancer got me. Do you know if it had to do with her stomach? Sorry. Sorry. Oh, very good. So he's here. I called my grandfather Pop Pop. So I get it. I get it. Well, maybe he's the one that I heard 75 when he passed away. It was in her stomach cancer. That's what she says. I just heard intestines. I think it spread. She told me it metastasized. Did it spread? Her cancer? She just told me it metastasized. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. She says it started in my stomach, but it kind of went to other parts of her body. Is that right, Kim? She's calling you darling. I can tell the love she has for you. She misses you like crazy. I can tell for sure. She says, we're together. We're together. She just wants you to know that they're together, darling. She says, please tell my granddaughter that we're together. I said, I just did. Okay, it did spread. Very good. Look, as long as you can validate it, darling. Your uncle's there too. They just said, since you talked about him, they said he's here, we're all together. They just want you to know that. Okay, I have a question. I just heard farm. I don't know if it's because you guys lived on a lot of land, or did the family have a farm, like a family farm? And I just heard dairy. So I don't know if that might have been for cows. Does this make sense to you? One of them said I worked the farm. One of them said I worked the farm. I feel like this was your grandfather, maybe. He just told me we lived on a lot of. That's your stepdad. Oh, very good. Look, as long as you can validate that, that's all that matters, darling. But your stepdad's still alive, is that correct? Because I just said he's not dead. Oh, he died of cancer. Okay. I just heard throat. Was that throat cancer, maybe? Esophagus? I just heard esophagus. So he's there too, apparently. Very good. So I'm trying not to itch. Oh my God. It's so hard not to itch, you guys. It's so itchy and scratchy. This is a problem with eczema. Ugh. It was throat. It was esophagus. Oh God. Oh, gosh darn it. I'm sorry, darling. But he told me he's here. He said, how are you doing, baby girl? He just misses you. Oh, he misses you. He loved you like his own daughter, he says. Is that right? Did you think of him as your friend? I mean, as your dad? I'm trying to tell people to come on my YouTube, guys. Just a minute. Yes, he is. Okay, very good. He just wants you to know that he's okay. He said I think he come through just let you know that he's okay. Um I don't know, Samaya. I don't know. I know you guys can't see it very good, but yes. Yeah, that's what he told me. He says, I thought of her as my own daughter. He says, I love that kid so much. I love that kid so much, he says. I don't know if he passed away when you were in your 20s or you're in your 20s now, but I heard him say in your 20s. Hey Kim. I heard him say in your 20s, or was he, I don't know if you're 20 now or he passed away in your 20s. I just heard 28. Does that make sense to you, Kim? Kimberly Johnston. He said, you know what he's saying? He's like very thankful for you. He said, I just miss and love you so much, he says. But you know that. Um, hold on a minute. Let's try to see what else he's saying. Do you have children? Because he's asking how are the kids. I just heard 3. Do you have 3 kids, Kim? Okay. Very good. Oh, you were in your late 30s. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's been about 5 years because I heard the number 5. I just didn't get to that yet. Okay, very good. Oh, you have 2. Okay. Is it a boy and a girl? I heard boy and a girl. Do you have a boy and a girl? And do they fight a lot? Because your dad just told me they fight a lot. Is that true? Do they have arguments, like sibling rivalry kind of thing? Oh, shit. Wait, I just heard girls. Do you have 2 girls? I just heard girls. I feel like he had a nickname for you because I'm feeling like it's like pumpkin or something to that extent. I feel like he had a nickname for you, darling. Oh, that's what I heard, 2 girls originally. That's why I was hearing a girl in the wood, then I heard 2 girls. Maybe it was technically 2 girls. Yes, Kim, I know you're here, dear. I'm just doing this other Kim. I have a reading for her. Let me see what else he's saying. Well, he's asking how are the kids. He says, "Are the kids okay?" Because he's worried about his grandkids. I mean, he loves them to death. I can tell. Um, did they call him like grandpa or something like that to that extent? Okay, I don't want to bring up. Okay, I don't know if this pertains to your children, and I'm sorry if this offend. I'm not trying to offend you. Um, but it. Oh, very good, very good. Congratulations. Very good. He says he's going to the wedding. He says he's going to the wedding. He says he's so proud. He says he's so proud of her. Congratulations, darling. I just heard your daughter's going to have 3 children. I just heard 3 for your daughter's children. I just want you to know that she's going to have 3 children. Um I just heard the 23rd for September. Is that kind of the time that your daughter's getting married? Just a minute, keep it real, okay, darling? Just a minute. At least my face is better than it was yesterday, you guys. And is your daughter getting married on a weekend? I just heard on a weekend. Your dad said he's going to be there in the front row. He's going to watch her get married, he says. No, my face is itching. My face is itching. I'm not pinching it. My face is itching. I told you about my face. My face is hurting me. I'm not pinching it. It's just my face is itching. Oh, Friday. That's the weekend, is it not? Congratulations. Wow, it's coming up. Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations. He says she has the most beautiful dress. Is that right? Of course, everybody always says that, but she said her dress is very beautiful. He says her dress is very beautiful. Wait, is it going to be a weekend wedding? Wait a minute. Is it going to be like a 3-day event or something? Because he said it's a weekend wedding. So I'm assuming it's like taking place on the whole weekend. And I just heard in the country. Is it going to be out in the country somewhere? Wow, that's amazing. That's why he told me the weekend. As he meant this weekend coming up. Wow, very good. Yeah, just a minute, honey. Let me finish with this reading, okay? Just a minute. Okay, so your dad says he's going to ride with you in the car to go there. He says, just talk to me. He said he'll let you know that he's there. But he said he's there. He just said he's going to walk with her down the aisle. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh. He said he's. He said he's going to walk her down the aisle. That's beautiful. He just wants you to know that he's going to be included in the wedding. He doesn't want you to think he's not going to be there, okay? That's amazing. He said, just please tell her I'm going to be walking on the side of her, the right side of her. He said he's going to be on her right side walking her down the aisle. That's beautiful, honey. That's beautiful. Tell your daughter congratulations for me, darling. That's amazing. I can tell it's going to be a big grand gesture. That's amazing. Yeah. He says he's going to walk her down the aisle. It's amazing. He's done such a good job. I can tell the love he has for you and for your children. He loves your children very much. He was so proud of. He says, "I was so proud of those kids." He says, "I was so freaking proud of those kids." He says, "Look, your grandmother stepped forward and she brought your dad through because she knows you needed to really talk to him. That's what she just told me. She's like, I really just needed to talk to you." She says, he says, just to let you know that he's there for you and he will be at the wedding. Just you wait and see. He's going to make some lights go off or do something. He says, my presence will be felt at this wedding. He says, I would not miss it for the world. He says, my beautiful granddaughter my beautiful granddaughter is getting married and I would not miss it for the world. He says, I need to get tissues, you guys. It gets so emotional for me because the readings are just beautiful. I'm only human. I can't help but cry because the what I hear is just, y'all. This has affected me so much. Like it's just changed my perspective on everything. And knowing that I can talk to my husband every day. Oh, I'll tell you guys in a minute what my husband wanted me to tell my son. Listen, Kim, just know that he loves you and he's going to be there. He's going to be there. But that's why he said the weekend, because it was this weekend coming up. And I didn't know that. That's why he said the weekend. I thought he meant it's going to be on a weekend, but he specifically said the weekend, which is this weekend coming up. That's amazing. He did such a good job. I can feel this man has so much love for you. Gosh dang. It makes me want to cry because it's beautiful. He loves you so much. And he's not gone. He's still here. You just have to talk to him in a different way. Gosh. He just wants 6th of September is the wedding. Oh, that's amazing. Very good. Very good. Is that the Friday? That's the Friday, right? That's amazing. He says, I'll be there with my spurs on, my cowboy hat and my spurs, and riding a horse, and I'll be right. It's so funny. Very good. Very good. Honey, he did amazing, Kim. And just know that your dad is going to be there. He said, I wouldn't miss it for anything. Oh, you know what he just asked me? He wanted to ask me if somehow he could be included in the wedding. I don't know if you want to put it, but he just asked me. He said, please try to include me somehow in this wedding. So if whatever you can do to try to include your father, that would mean a lot to him. He says, he's like, just please ask her to include me somehow in this wedding. And he said it would just make his day. His cowboy. Yeah, did he have spurs? What? What? He had spurs and a cowboy hat. I thought he was just saying that. He actually had those. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That's crazy, girl. That's crazy. My shirt's gonna be drowned in tears here soon. So he actually, I thought he was just saying that as a saying, but that's crazy. That is such a big validation. Oh my God. That is crazy, girl. Honey, it was an amazing reading, and just try to include your dad some way because that would honor him. He said that would be the biggest honor if somehow you would include me in the wedding. That's all he's asking. I don't know if you thought about it. Maybe it gives you something to think about, darling. Whew, guys, that was a rough one. It was such a good reading, but it's very physically draining for me because it's just so much love and so much passion from everybody that has passed over. I never dreamed that me being a me. You're so welcome, darling. Listen, this will be on replay if you want to play this for your daughter. He just told me, he said, please let your daughter see this. So if you want to put it in the chat, will show up in 24 hours. So if you want to wait for 24 hours, this will be on my channel. It's going to be in replay. So if you want to show your daughter this, because she's asking, please show my granddaughter, if you will do that for him, because he I can feel all this. He has so much love for you, my darling. He has so much love for you and your kids. It's just amazing. He said, I might not have been your father, but I was your father. I might not have been your actual father, but I loved you just as much, he says. And he told me to tell you to stop crying because I'm crying. He doesn't want you to cry. He said, stop crying, because talking about you, not me. He's so crazy. Gosh, that was a very strong energy. and he did amazing. He just wants you to know that he loves you. And please replay this for your daughter, because I think it would mean a world to her if she knew that he was going to be there and walking her down the aisle. Okay? You guys, I might not be so emotional if I still wasn't grieving. It was just such bad timing for this to happen to me. You guys, I'm still grieving my husband, and I feel all the love that comes out of these people, especially men. And I feel the love come out of my husband. It just gets very overwhelming for me. I know most psychic mediums don't get their emotions involved, but it's just bad timing for me. I've even seen Teresa Caputo cry. I've even seen Teresa Caputo cry. So, I mean, if she could cry, everybody I could cry. I mean, why not? I love Teresa Caputo. I saw her actually at a show back in October. Had I known less than 6 months later I would also be doing this, I would have never dreamed, honestly. You're so welcome. You are so welcome, darling. He really wanted to talk to you. I could tell. Your grandmother made way for him to come through. Man. You're just please after that, when the chat shows up, you can either wait for the chat to show up because it'll take 24 hours. But your dad wants your daughter to see this. Will you please play it for her? He says he just wants you to know that I'm going to be there with my spurs on and I can't wait. So crazy. I can't believe he actually had his spurs and a cowboy hat. That's crazy. I thought it was just a saying that he was saying. That's crazy. Golly. That was amazing. That was really, really good. That was one of the most beautiful ones I've done. I've done some beautiful ones, but this probably was one of the top ones that I've done. Ooh, you guys, I have to get off here in just a minute. Keep it real. What's your question, darling? I have to get off here and just recuperate my energy. I'm going to come on TikTok about 9, so make sure you guys go on TikTok, okay? It was a good validation. It was that's crazy. I thought he was just making that up. I didn't actually know he had spurs and a cowboy hat. That's crazy. Wow, that's amazing. I thought it was just a phrase because that sometimes that's what a phrase that people say, but that he actually had that's just bonkers to me. He actually had spurs and a cowboy hat. I had no idea whatsoever. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was so emotional for me. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. All I seem to do is cry anymore when I do these readings. That's amazing, Kim. I didn't know. Wait, did he have black boots? Because I just heard black boots. Oh, thank you, Smai. I appreciate you, darling. Did he have a Stetson cowboy? I just heard Stetson. Does he have a Stetson cowboy hat? Because I just heard Stetson for his hat. He does not. Shut the front door. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. That's crazy. That's wild and crazy, girl. You definitely have to replay this for your daughter because I think it's going to be really emotional for her, but he wants her to hear from him because he just loves her so much, and he loves both of your kids. But he just wants her to know that he's going to be at the wedding. I just heard that's so crazy because they make other hats besides Stetson, but he told me a Stetson hat. He says it was his favorite. Did he have a favorite cowboy hat? He says that was my favorite one. Did he have black boots also? Because I just heard black boots. Shut up. What? Oh my God. He said that's the ones that he's going to wear to the wedding. He's going to look really, yes. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Honey, that was a beautiful, thank you for letting me read him because it was just, it made my day. It was just a beautiful reading. And I know I validated many things for you. And that's my goal as a psychic medium. But they say, oh, the church says they're in limbo. No, they're not. They're here with us. This is why I don't go to church, because they don't think I can. They said this, I shouldn't be doing this because you should just let the dead rest. No, they don't want to rest. They want to talk. He always wore them. That's amazing. Well, he's going to be wearing them for her wedding. He's just going to be ready with his boots on, waiting. He's going to be there walking her down the aisle. He's going to be on her right side. I feel like whoever walks her on the aisle is going to be on her left side. He said he's going to be on her right side, and let her know she's going to have 2 boys and a girl for children. She's going to have 2 boys and a girl when she has children, just so you know. That's what he told me to tell you. I just heard 27. Is she 27, your daughter? Sure, I know. Oh, she's 25. That's okay, darling. I don't know the 27, but I guess I was close to her age. Well, listen, congratulations to your daughter. Tell your daughter I said good luck. September 6th will be her wedding. Congratulations to you. And yeah, just, I don't know if you want to tell her, but she's going to see it when she replays this. She's going to have 2 boys and a girl. She's going to have 3 children. And I don't know how they tell the future, but they do. It's like they know they know people's destiny. And she's going to have 2 boys and a girl, just so you know. She's going to hear this when she watches it. So just when this post, honey, just replay it for your daughter. You're so welcome, darling. You're so welcome. Okay, very good. Whew, that was a rough one. That was so strong. He's such a magnanimous character. Like, I could tell he was very strong in life, and he's also very strong in death. He came through with flying colors, girl. He came through. He brought it. He brought it. He says, I brought it. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you're so welcome. Keep it real. What was the question you wanted to ask, darling? Because I need to get off here and get ready for TikTok. I've got to let my energy calm down before I get off here. So it was a beautiful, I have a feeling a lot of people are going to watch this reading because it was beautiful. It was beautiful reading. It really was. And, we're called mediums because we're in the medium. We're in between life and death. We're the medium part between you and spirit. So that's why we're called psychic mediums. Because we're in the middle, the median. That's why we're called mediums. That was crazy. That was a very powerful reading, darling. That was very powerful. It's one of the most powerful ones I've had. That's amazing. I'm glad that you let me read for him because he did an amazing job. You guys, I love my Stellanite 6 sticks. They're very fragile. I can tell how they're made. They get a lot. Keep it real. Are you here? Ask me the question really quick so I can get off, you guys. Samaya and Kimberly, thank you so much. Or I guess your name is Kimberly. I assume that's what it is because you're called Kim. Keep it real. What do you want me to ask me, darling? Because I need to get off here and get ready for TikTok. Because that's where I do my main thing is my TikTok. TikTok. I'm going to try to stay on for like 4 hours. My goal, hopefully, is today to get to, if enough people follow me, I can get to 30,000 followers today because I normally get 900, 1,000 followers on my live. Is Keep It Real still here? I think she left. Is she still here? All right, she can ask me on TikTok, you guys. I'm going to get off here. Thank you so much for letting me do the readings. This will be on replay in just a minute. It's Kimberly. Kimmy is, I got all three. Oh, very good. Okay, very good. Very good, darling. Very good, honey. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Samaya. Appreciate you, darling. You can also replay your reading for your family as well, just so you can let them see it, okay? But the chat will show up in 24 hours, just so you guys know the chat won't show up. And if you're watching from your phone, where you can make a comment, you swipe it to the left, and then you can enable the live chat. Yes, Kim, I'm here. I'm getting off here. I'm getting off here, dear. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me do the reading. It was amazing. It was a beautiful reading, and it was very emotional for me. Both of them were wonderful. Each reading is different, and I get so many things. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Thank you for saying that. I wish you would tell that all to all the skeptics, because I just think first of all, I'm not charging on YouTube to do readings. I'm charging private readings, and on my TikTok, I'm only charging gifts for questions. So, like, it's crazy. I can't explain it. I couldn't do this when my husband was alive. This was, I think, a gift for putting up with my husband for 30 some years as an addict. I don't know. I'm thankful that I can do this. And I'm just really, really grateful that I can do it. You're welcome, Samaya. You're welcome, darling. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And watch the replays. It'll post as soon as I fix the description a little bit. So it'll post. Okay, bye, you guys. I mean it, Kim. Let your daughter see this, darling. I think your dad wants your daughter to see this. Okay, make sure you tell her. Bye, you guys. And the chat will be available in 24 hours. Okay, bye. See you guys later. I will see you on the flip side. Bye. Bye-bye. See you later, alligators and wild crocodiles. Bye.